All right, welcome to the Contractor Fight. My name's Tom Reber, and today I'm going to dig into some things that have come across the Facebook page, our private Facebook page. If you're not yet a member of the private Facebook group in the Contractor Fight, go to thecontractorfight.com/Facebook, and you can join that private group of FWs that are doing amazing things in their lives and their businesses. And listen, there's a cover charge for that thing. The cover charge, you got to own your crap within 24 hours. And so there's a pinned video there where we actually explain what it means to own your crap. And I'm not going to waste my time now going over that because you can figure that out when you go to the group. So head to the contractorfight.com/Facebook to be part of what we got going on there. What I'm most excited about is, there's well over 2,000 people in that group. And every week I'm seeing a message in that group from somebody who says, man, we're here in this group. We've been here 2 months, 6 months, 8 months, whatever it's been, 2 years, and never given Tom a dime, never paid for any of his coaching programs or anything like that, but my business is better, my life is better. And I'm super excited about that because when we started this Facebook group, that was the intent, was to have a group that was different than anything else that was out there, that would be a resource for contractors, bringing the best of the best together, and giving you guys a forum. I hate that word, by the way, but a forum to get the help that you need. And over time, you could chip away and you can learn lessons, you can apply things and things like that from other members of the group. Now, if you want to move faster, then join one of our programs. We've got the 100K Contractor, which is designed to get you to $100,000 in personal income. We have our fight nights. We have our one-on-one coaching group called Conquest that is designed to help you move really, really quickly to the success that you want. So if those are not a fit for you, just make sure you go to the Facebook group because there's a ton of value there for you. And so that's what I'm super excited about. That's what kind of started this whole little thing about the Facebook group was I'm just excited that we are getting what we planned to get when we started this group a few years ago. And that was a place where people could get help. And so with that, I'm going to dig into a few things, couple questions, let's see, 1, 2, 3 or 4 things here from the Facebook group over the last couple weeks or so that I thought I would share with you here on the podcast to help you kick the fuck out of your business, all right? And so I'm just going to go down the list here of what some people posted, questions they asked, mindsets they might have, and then I'm going to just share my thoughts right off the top of my head on some of these things here. All right, so first one comes from Derek. This guy named Derek says, hey, I love the info here, but I struggle with applying it to my industry of garage doors. 8x7 garage door installed is less than $1,000. People call around for pricing and just want that. They don't like the questions, and I feel like some of the stuff like Shin Fu is a little much for stuff that is so cheap. Any advice? So basically, Derek here is going, hey, I'm trying to sell garage door services and stuff like that, and when I try to apply your sales methods that you guys teach in the Contractor Sales Academy, people are giving me pushback on that, and I think that method is just not working for smaller price point things. All right, so Derek, listen, man, I love you. Glad you're part of the group, but your fucking head's screwed up. All right, it's that simple. Your mindset sucks. Now, at the time of this recording, I should have fucking checked this before I got on here, but I'm not sure if you're part of the Contractor Sales Academy Bridge program, but you can certainly apply some things that we teach in Shin Fu. Shit, go to YouTube, go to the Contractor Sales Academy YouTube channel, listen to the Contractor Sales Academy podcast, and we talk about everything. We talk about the 5 steps of the Shin Fu and all this other stuff, but until you're part of the group, until you're fucking practicing every damn day, like a golf swing or a guitar or whatever, you're not going to fully understand the Shin Fu. So I would encourage you, if you're not in the bridge, join the bridge. Get in there. It's fucking $100 a month. I'm saying fuck a lot today, aren't I, Dakota? Dakota's behind the camera here today and the mic. It's $99 a month. You waste that in a million different ways in your business every damn month. Probably every week we waste $100 because we don't know what the hell we're doing with efficiencies and pricing and whatever. So Derek, join the bridge. and you will learn how to connect with people. You will learn how to weed through the bullshit. Because what a lot of guys do, and I see this all the time, is I see it in the free group. I see it in the Contractor Fight private group, is guys are like, yeah, I shouldn't fool these people. They called, they said they wanted an estimate, and I told them, I don't come out for free. You got to pay a $100 consultation fee, and then they just disappeared or they hung up on the guy. Okay? Well, the problem is they haven't learned the spirit of the conversation. They haven't learned certain word tracks. They haven't learned to truly connect with people in step one of the Shin Fu, which is called the motive. And so I appreciate the fact that so many guys are out there trying to apply the stuff that we're talking about, and for some, they've had some degree of success. But for the majority of people that are just trying to apply this stuff that don't have the training, they're like somebody that's handed a fucking 50 cal machine gun and they don't know how to use the damn thing. All right? So Derek, let me tell you this. There are plenty of people in your area that will pay your prices, that want to pay your prices, and that the Shin Fu will work on regardless of the price point. We have handymen that use this, that have minimum charges of $400 or $500, and we have home builders that are selling $700,000-$800,000 homes using the Shin Fu. All right, so get rid of the damn head trash, man, and take control of that. And I promise you that you will be more successful in this. But you got to be committed, man. All right, so Caleb, a couple days later, shares. This Dakota, man, I might lose my shit on this one, man. All right, guys, I'm going to try to just be nice right now. Okay? Okay. Caleb asks, who here, this is in the group, who here is paid for a social media marketing or advertising course? Who has the gem? Okay? So Caleb's looking for help. See, I'm trying to be nice right now. So let me recognize the good here, Caleb. You're looking for help. You're in the right group. You're asking a great question of, hey, where can I get help for this social media shit? Problem is you asked for a gem. Okay, and I'm going to give you the gem in a minute. So I guess that's really not a problem. See, this is off the top of my head, guys. This is what you get. All right, it's first thing on a Monday morning. My brain is fresh on the week here. So I'm going to give you the gem in a minute. But let me first say this. And Caleb did not ask this, so I'm not giving Caleb shit at all. He's asking for a social media marketing or advertising course. Okay, well, the course is right fucking here in the fight. All right, and the course, Caleb, is doing what you did and is asking questions. But I would ask a better question. I would ask, who here is making at least $10,000 a month from what they're doing on social media? That's the question I would ask, because the last thing you want to do is take fitness advice from a fat guy, right? So you don't want to be putting out this question, and because people are going to give you all these links to all these courses that you're going to pay $400, $500, $600, $1,000 for, from people that have no fucking idea about the contracting industry and things like that. And this is where I'm kind of going to lose my shit, because I already feel my blood pressure going up right now. The last thing, and again, this is the thought that I started 3 minutes ago. Caleb did not ask this, but I'm just going to answer it. A lot of times people are like, do you hear my voice there? Like, a lot of times, that was weird. All right, guys, I swear I'm sober. I've been sober for a long time. I'm not high, because I'd be like, hey, man, if I was high. So, and I'm not on cocaine. I promise you that. I've never actually done cocaine ever in my life. Because my uncle, Dakota, you know Uncle Roy, right? You know what he told me when I was your age? He begged me. He says, please don't try cocaine. And I said, why not? And he said, because you'll love it. And it just always stuck with me. So anyway, guys, I'm just amped up today. I'm high energy. So here's the deal. The question that I'm going to answer that Caleb did not ask is this. Should I hire an outside company to do my social media? And my answer is, fuck no. Unless you have a lot of other things dialed in first. But the majority of the people that listen to this podcast don't have a $2, $3, $5, $10 million contracting business. Most of the people that listen to this podcast are people that are in the trenches. You're trying to figure out how you're juggling everything. You're meeting face-to-face with customers. You're in the hiring thing. You're in the pricing thing. You're in the sales game and all this other stuff. You are immersed in your fucking business. And I'm telling you right now, that is the best place to be to grow your social media as a business owner. And so what I've told everybody, Caleb, is you personally personally should be posting at least 3 times a day on one Facebook or one social media form or channel. Okay? If it's Facebook, then it's morning, noon, and night. If it's Instagram, it's morning, noon, and night. If you suck at writing, do videos. If you suck at videos because you got like a, whatever on camera, you freak the fuck out, then write something. But whatever it is, you've got to be you. Be you, 100%. Talked about this a million times, and a lot of guys are like, well, I don't have any jobs going this week, so I don't know what I can post on social media. Okay? Share about things that piss you off in the industry. Give us an inside look at the systems or the processes, or introduce us to the people in your company. I've done so many damn videos and podcasts on this. Again, I'm not going to go crazy on it here today, but there is plenty of stuff that people give a shit about or will give a shit about if you commit. So Caleb, first I'm gonna get to the gem here in a minute, which I actually kind of am, to tell you the truth right now. But the gem to social media marketing / advertising is you. It's you committing to taking ownership of your business and your marketing. It is you choosing to be the alpha and not sitting back waiting for someone else to come in with their course and their methods and their intern that they hire or whatever, and they're going to teach you how to fucking do this. You get out there, and the best thing you could do is listen to your audience, listen to your customers. What are they saying? That's exactly what I do here on this show. Coincidentally, it's a Q&A show today, but in general, in the contractor fight, just about every piece of content that we create here is based upon the needs, the pains, the desires, the struggles, and the questions that all of you guys have. That is where my content comes from. So Caleb, I don't believe you need a social media course. What I believe the gem here is that you open your ears and you truly listen. Okay? So whatever your trade is, what are the biggest struggles that people in that trade have? What are the things that piss off customers most about your trade? So back to painting, my painting days, okay? People hate fucking painters because they leave a mess. They're not reliable. This could be said for lots of contractors, right? But what we found is that communication sucked and they left a mess. Let's just use those two things right there. So you share how you are taking steps to be different than all the other guys in your industry in those areas of struggle that your customers typically have. All right? What their pain is, you answer those questions. You answer questions that they are putting into Google. They're going to Google, they're going to their Facebook groups and communities, and they're typing things in like, hey, how much should it cost to remodel a kitchen? Okay? Well, that's the type of content that you make. So whatever those questions are. And here's a resource for you. They Ask, You Answer by Marcus Sheridan. He's a good buddy of ours here at the Fight and the Contractor Sales Academy. In fact, our Contractor Sales Academy mastermind level group, we actually hire him several times a year to do live and online events with us and certain trainings on communication and relationships and money mindset and all these other things, okay, and content marketing and blah, blah, blah. All right, so go buy the damn book and you will have the course that you need if there is a course. Okay, but the gem that you're looking here, Caleb, is you taking control and committing. And here's the deal. Guys, I did hundreds of blogs, podcasts, and videos before anybody ever fucking listened to me or gave a shit. All right? So, Caleb, you have to stick with it. You have to be committed because those that are win in the long run. This is a marathon, brother. All right? So, save your $4.97 or whatever one of these online motherfuckers is going to charge you for some social media marketing course. When they don't know dick about you, your industry, and the pains of your clients and stuff like that, and go buy the $25 book from Marcus online, go to Amazon or go to my website. I don't know where we have it, but anyway, just go there and buy that thing and then commit. That's going to be the gem that you're looking for to amp up your social media marketing. All right. Next one, Rob. Oh boy, here we go. This is a good one. Rob says, just when I thought I had a pretty good FW. So what he's saying is, for those of you that are new here, an FW is a fucking winner. That's our version of an A player, kick-ass person, employee, team member, whatever. So Rob here says, just when I thought I had a pretty good FW, he turns and shits on us with shitty work and milking the time clock. He knows we're swamped and knows we have the work. So basically what Rob's saying is this guy thought he was awesome. Turns out he's a piece of shit, or at least I think he's a piece of shit. He's milking the clock, and he feels like he has me by the balls because he knows we're really busy. Rob goes on, do I just cut him and turn down a fuck ton of work? I love that word. I have jobs scheduled and need someone, but it's not up to par. I'd probably be better off losing the jobs. What do you guys think? Took me a while to read that because I think he voice texted it into Facebook and it was a total clusterfuck there. But anyway, I get what Rob's saying. So he's like, I got all this work. I have this guy that I thought was good, and then all of a sudden he's starting to milk the clock and his work's going to shit. So should I just cut this guy and then lose out on a bunch of work? I have all these jobs scheduled, blah, 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 blah. All right, so here's the deal. Rob and anyone else that's in that situation, raise your hand if you've ever been in that situation, and I'm raising my hand right now. Here's the deal where most guys go wrong. And in the comments of this, it was funny. There were a lot of people that right out of the gate, they're like, fire the guy, get rid of him, put a bullet in him, all this other stuff. And maybe that's what you need to do, Rob. Maybe you need to fire the guy. I don't know. But I have a personal philosophy about firing people, and it basically goes like this. I walk into my bathroom, and I look in the mirror, and I say out loud, Tom, have you done everything you can to set this guy up for success? And if I can't answer yes, then I don't fire the guy or the girl. That is my personal philosophy on firing people. So let's talk about what it looks like to set somebody up for success. So Rob, I would ask you, does this guy even know what his fucking job is? All right? Like most people in the trades, most people in most organizations, but in the trades, probably 90% of the people that work on your teams, you guys, have no fucking idea what their job is. They don't have a job description. If they do, they saw it one time when you hired them, and then it's sitting in a fucking file on the computer somewhere or in a binder on the shelf. And you're not living it out. You're not measuring things. You don't have KPIs in place on a weekly or a daily basis and things like that to measure whether or not they're doing the damn thing you hired them to do. All right, so if you don't have a clear job description about what their role is in the company, how they add value, why their role is important, and some things in place to help them succeed, meaning training, See, right now, this is where a lot of guys start losing me. They immediately go, training? I'm barely making enough money now. How can I afford to train my guys? And I've done this way back a million years ago. I remember saying to myself, I bet I could get my guys to come in for free for training every week. I was trying every way I could to not pay to train them, which was totally off base. Guys, this is also why we talk so much about making at least a 50% gross profit on your work. So you got some fucking money to train your people and keep them and make them better. All right? Yet, y'all don't believe me on that shit because whatever. All right. You got to train him, Rob. You have to idiot-proof his job, meaning this is what it means to be successful here. This is how we're going to measure you. These are the daily things that we need from you, or the weekly things that we need from you. This is how we close out a job. This is how we start a job. This is how we deal with a customer. There's all these things that you can train your people on, and if you're not, and then you're going to fire them because they're going to shit, in my opinion, you haven't done everything that you need to do. The other area that people fuck up here when they're firing people is they don't hire right. All right? So like earlier I said like 90% of the people that are working for you have no idea what their fucking job is. Well, 99% of the people that work for you don't have any idea what your core values are in your company, what the things that are most important to you are. All right? And so if they don't even know who you are and where we're going as a company and what the vision is as a company and whether they're a good fit, okay, in their character and all that other stuff, then it's going to be really hard to attract and retain the right people. So, Rob, before you go cannon this guy, all right, I would sit down and I would have an open and honest contract, open and honest conversation that starts like this. In fact, let's pretend it's Dakota. Dakota's the guy who's fucking up right now in the business. I'm looking at him right now for those of you that don't see me on the video. Dakota's not on the video, though, but anyway, he's behind the camera. So if Dakota's fucking up, and I've actually done this with Dakota at least once, if not twice, since he's worked for me over the last couple of years, where I sit him down and I go, hey, things aren't going good here between us in this thing in the company. And what I've realized is I had to look in the mirror and I got to own the fact that I've not done everything that I need to do to set you up for success, and I want to apologize for that. How many times have we done that, Dakota?
I think you were right on
Twice? We've done that twice in the last 2 years where I'm pissed about something, but then I'll tell you, one of the areas I've grown in the last several years is my self-awareness. Yeah, I get mad like you guys do. I lose my shit like you guys do. But I think one of my secret weapons, if I were to have one, is that I have the ability to call a fucking timeout on myself and examine how we got here. And 100% of the time, when I have an issue with Dakota, or when I've had issues with other employees in the past, or I have an issue with my sales or my marketing, anything in my business, 100% of the time it comes down to the fact that I didn't do my job properly. Okay? Now, so Rob, sit him down and own it. Go, man, I'm so excited that you're part of my team. Here's these skills that you have. And when you're on, man, you're fucking on, and there's nobody better. But this is where I think I've really hurt us, because I know I've been frustrated lately. I know there's this perception that you're milking the clock, but at the end of the day, I don't know what the hell you're dealing with out there in the field necessarily, and it seems like the quality of work is going down. So, dude, I just want to apologize for not giving you the training, not giving you the focus or the clarity that you need to do your job well. What do you think we can do to make this right? And then shut your fucking mouth and let him talk. Now, at the end of the day, you're the alpha, Rob. You're the alpha. It's your business. But you got to take some time and determine what's really important to you and your business, what your culture is going to look like. All right, so I'll give you one example. Like in my culture in the contractor fight, one of our top values, okay? One of our top values is I got a bunch, but the one that always comes to my mind first is positive people only. I only want positive human beings working in my company, whether they're a vendor, somebody I outsource things to, an employee here, myself, the people that we work with, the customers that we work with, every customer we bring on in our Conquest one-on-one coaching program, for sure, because it's personal, right? I run it through the filter, and my team runs it through the filter. Is this person a positive person? Because if not, I don't want them. Okay, so that's one of the values. So when your people understand this, Rob, you're gonna build a stronger business. So I know I'm kind of bouncing all over here because I'm trying to cover a lot for you in a short amount of time. But dude, you got to sit down and own your own shit in this. Most of us hire a guy who's got experience, and they prove it to us in one or two jobs, and then we just cut them loose, and we never give them direction, we never give them training, and things like that. And then we get pissed at them when they don't fucking read our minds and do things the exact way we want them done. All right, so hopefully you get the point here, man. I've been where you are. I'll probably be there again at some point, and I'll just have to call a timeout, own my shit, readjust, and do what I got to do as a leader to right the culture. All right, so dude, do that before you fire this guy. Maybe he's got something going on in his life. I've had conversations with guys like this before where I've slowed down, I've owned my shit, and I'm like, what do you think we should do? And then they've opened up and they've been like, man, I got to apologize. Things have been nuts. My wife and I were getting separated, or, my son is sick, or whatever. We're really struggling financially, because my wife just lost her job. I mean, guys, I've heard it all. All right, so you never know what's going on in the other person's life unless you take the time to ask and go, what's up? As a high school football coach, one of the questions I ask when a player's totally fucking up and I want to choke them, what I've learned, no, let me rephrase that. What I'm learning, because I've not mastered this, I don't always do it right, Okay, but when I'm on my game, I will pull the kid aside and I'll go, hey, Bobby, you good, man? Yeah, coach, why? You just don't seem yourself lately. What's going on? I found that calm conversation will oftentimes open up a lot of other things. Okay, I had that conversation with a guy last year, and he just wasn't himself. He was blowing off practice. He was being a knucklehead. And then he disappeared from practice forever. I saw him in the hallways at school one day, and I pulled him aside, and I'm like, dude, what's going on? You're not yourself. Come to find out, he was living in a hotel, one room hotel with 12 family members, and he was watching his infant nephew because his brother fucking disappeared, and he, maybe went to school once every 2 to 3 weeks because he's caring for his family as a 15-year-old. Okay? So if I came right out of the gate and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot, you're off the team, that's kind of screwed up because I didn't take the time to understand. So I know it's an extreme example, but guys, there are people in your companies that certainly deserve to get let go, but not until you've had this conversation and you've done everything you can. Because I'll tell you the other thing, you want loyalty in your company. When you take the time to go to them where they're at, meet them where they're at, give them the training, the resources, and the help that they need to get better, I'm telling you, loyalty goes through the roof, all right, because they know that you have their back. So, Rob, good luck with that, man, and weigh in on the page and let me know how that goes. All right, final one here today. Matt. Woo! Matt says, what's the average response time to hear back from an estimate? I'm new in the business and have about 10 estimates out there and no response at all from 8 of them. One immediately I got the job. One is waiting to hear back from Lowe's. I guess he's waiting to hear back from Lowe's. And the other 8 read the estimate because my app says they did, but no responses from a week ago up to 2.5 weeks now. What's the deal and what's my next move? Matt, I'm just going to say it right out of the gate. Join the fucking Contractor Sales Academy. Join the Bridge program, because the first problem is you have 10 estimates, air quotes, out there. You should only be producing an estimate/proposal for somebody that's a good fit for your business. You are not in the estimate writing business. You are in the fucking check cashing business. All right? So what we teach people in the CSA Bridge program, which is also part of our 100K Contractor program, is to really discover what's important to people, talk about money, talk about possible issues and obstacles, talk about, other decision makers and all this other stuff, so that you're just not running out there, meeting with people, scribbling up an estimate, typing something up in your app and sending it out, and then crossing your fingers and hoping, the magic job fairy comes along and blesses you with a job. All right? Do not spend 1 minute of your time writing up an estimate for somebody when they don't already know what it's going to cost. Okay? Let me say that again, because a lot of guys are like, what? You should never go meet with somebody in person, nor should you. Let me put an asterisk by the word never. There are certain situations, but for the most part, you should never go meet with somebody until they already know what it's going to cost within a range. And we teach you how to do that. We teach you how to get people's budget 100% of the time before you go meet with them and before you ever type anything up. And we teach you how to do this tactfully so you don't come across like a prima donna or some, arrogant asshole. Okay? But Matt, I'm telling you right now, these 8 people, who knows what's going on in their life and things like that, but they are in witness protection program right now. They are in the witness protection program, meaning they got your price and they've gone dark. All right? You probably have a better chance of finding a covert CIA agent in, Turkey than you do one of these people at this point. Okay? So, but this is a sales process issue. Okay? Has nothing to do with your prices, has nothing to do with anything other than what your process is. And right now, you are on the client's process. So you had 10 people call you, and they're like, we want estimates. And you're like, oh, goody, I get to run around, and I get to give people free estimates. Okay? Fuck that. That's part of the problem in the contracting world right now. What you have to do, again, is be the alpha. Okay? Be the fucking alpha, and somebody calls you up, you have to put them on your process. Why? Because you're the professional. You've done this a million times. You know what the hell you're doing. You know how to deliver the product and the service that they want in the manner that they want it, but they have to play by your rules, and if they don't want to, see you later, bitches. All right? So, Matt, go to contractorsalesacademy.com, click the button that says join the bridge. All right? And here's the thing. If you do everything we coach you to do in there, you're going to make, 20 to 50 times more, your investment each month. It's $100 a month. It's ridiculously cheap. In fact, I think we're going to raise the price. Anyway, which is a conversation I'm having with my partners right now, because there's like weekly fucking calls. There's, role plays and all this other stuff we have going on. We got some other things that are coming that way as well to make it even better. And just quite honestly, it's too damn cheap. So now's the time to get in, man. All right. So listen, I appreciate you guys hanging out here today on the Contractor Fight podcast. Like I said at the top, if you're not yet part of the Facebook group, go to thecontractorfight.com/Facebook. All right. Own your crap. That's the cover charge. Get into the group, and you can pick the brains of guys that are making shit tons of money. They have their lives back. Their marriages are better. Their relationships with their kids are better. Their health is better, all because they're hanging around other FWs. So get off the fence. Go to thecontractorfight.com/Facebook and get your ass in there. That's really all I have to say today. So anyway, you guys rock. Appreciate you. And we will see you next time on the fight. Travis, let's rock out with something cool. I'm out.